You know, I was feeling kind of skeptical about making a video about black people because a lot of people do it, and everybody have their own opinions about their own kind or their own race, and some people feel different ways about everything. But I'm gonna go ahead and talk about how I feel about black people. I'm gonna talk about how I feel about myself too, because I am black. Born in America, been here my whole life. But I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm gonna be honest and transparent with you. Like, I'm black, but I don't know nothing about my history. I don't know where I'm from. I don't know my culture. I want to be connected with my culture. I don't think it's fair that other races and other ethnicities know their culture, but I don't. I feel lost as a black person. I don't have a silver spoon handed to me. Nobody left anything behind for me to have. We don't have any inheritance because most of the people in my family or around me don't own anything. Who am I besides a black man in America? I grew up on hip hop. I rap. I write. But who am I? Really, who am I? Who are my ancestors? Where's my tribe at? Where's the village at? Where's the elders at? Other cultures, they have a village. They have something set up for their children, so their children don't have to work so hard. They have something set up for them. They eat a particular food. They don't eat what everybody else eats. They cook a certain way. They use certain herbs. But what the heck do I cook with? Salt? TV dinners? Pork chop? Why is it that everything that I eat is unhealthy for me? Am I born to be unhealthy? Is my culture and the food of my culture even mine? From my understanding, my understanding is this: we've adapted a lot of poor habits. The foods that we eat now, even though we're not living back in slavery, even though we're not living back in the day when we had to piece things together, we still continue to eat the same things that are not healthy for us. Because that's what we've been taught to eat. That's what we grew up on, so that's what we continue to eat. But the question is this: I'm still trying to figure out, who am I? Before my culture was taken away from me, or before it got forgotten about, or whatever the case may be, what was I? Who was I? Do we have any kings in our family? Did we always follow a Christian religion? Who am I? How come I gotta define myself by something written in a book? I'm lost. We lost. Who are we? Why is it my people are killing each other? Why is it that my people don't own anything? How can we buy from everybody else, but we don't sell anything? The majority of us don't sell nothing. The majority of us can't help our own culture because we're so busy empowering another culture. And the reason why we can't help our own culture is because we ain't got no culture. We don't have a culture. So what do we do when we don't have a culture? What do we do? Maybe we should create one. Maybe we need to take back everything that we've given other cultures and make it our own again. Such as hip hop. Hip hop started out as being our music. And then somebody took it and made it into something else. And that's why it is the way it is now, because we don't have no kind of culture. We was lost, and we always looking for somebody to from another culture to take what we have and make it into something else. We let people sell us a dream when we don't even know who we are. We let people convince us that if we give away all of our power, then we'll get dollars in exchange for it. Our power is in our culture. Our power is in our creations. Look at other cultures. Their power is in their culture. Their power is in what they build. Their power is in what they create. That's how they become empowered. That's why they got strength. That's why they're able to come in the middle of a different breed of people, and they're able to open up businesses and operate in the middle of the ghetto, in the middle of poverty. They open up these businesses in the middle of these things because they understand that we don't have culture. We too ignorant to build our own. So therefore, if I know that you too dumb to do it on your own, I'm gonna come over there and do it for you. Because other cultures understand stuff differently than we understand it. Because they understand when you understand your culture, you got somewhat of a guidance from the elders. Your dad owned a business and he passed it down to you. Your dad taught you about the business, and his dad taught him about the business. And it goes back to they dad and they dad and they dad. And the same thing with the women. Women teach culture. Women teach how to cook, clean, all this other stuff, and they pass it down. But in our culture, nobody ain't passing nothing down. Only thing we got to hold on to is music, hip hop, fashion, entertainment. Like, that's the only thing we do. That's the only thing that we call, that's our culture. Religion, that's our culture. That's the only thing that we got. But we don't understand that those things are not even our culture. It was given to us. It was tampered with. It was made into something that it wasn't originally supposed to be. Every race of people, every color of people is supposed to be different, and we're supposed to have a culture. But black people is the only race that don't have a culture. So therefore, we the only lost race. Lost. We go to college, right? All black people think that the world is going to be handed to them when they go to college. But when you go to college, what you do? You take that same education and you go and build the white man's businesses up. You go and work for the government, which is not even for you or your people. All because you don't have a culture and you don't understand how to build your own culture. We lost. I don't care what kind of job you is. I don't care what kind of title you got. You still lost if you're building up stuff for people that don't care about you. It's up to us to care about us. It's up to us to create our own culture. It's up to us to create our own businesses. It's up to us to create our own jobs. It's up to us to correct our mistakes. But time after time, we trying to get our deliverance through cultures that don't have our interests in mind. We get pimped all the time. It's like when I be looking at people that be trying to rap or do music or be a model or be whatever it is that you're trying to be. It's like you live your whole life trying to be something that you're not in exchange for money. And then when you're not that anymore, you don't have nothing. Because that same entity that you go to get your record deal or to get a shoot in a part in the movie or to get that big time job, that same entity will throw your behind away once he sees fit that you are no longer a use to them. You mean nothing to a person that don't have your interest in mind. You can't put all your hopes, you can't put all of your emotion and all your energy and all your gifts into things that don't build you up or your family. But we do it all the time because we lost. We don't know who we are. I don't know who I am. I don't know my culture. I've been defined by so many things, dog. Like, we've been defined by so many things, dog. The way I wear my hair, the way I shave my beard, the glasses that I wear, the phone that I buy. And then the women, they're defined by the eyelashes that they put on, the makeup they put on their eye, they draw their eyebrows on, the weave that they wear on their hair. It's like we don't know who we are. We never embrace who we are. Who are we? What's our culture? We need to create it. And whatever we do to ourselves, it should be for ourselves. If you buying a weave, you should own a weave shop, or your sister should own a weave. If you wearing clothes, you should sew your clothes, and your people is making the money from the clothes. Your people, not those people, because they have a culture and they understand business. They understand economics, but we don't. We lost. Who are we? Who am I? Who are you to me and who am I to me? Who are we to each other? Hopeless. Who are you? Who am I? I don't know the point of this whole video. I don't even know what to title it, but this is just my thought process right here, right now. Who am I? What's my culture? How do I use my culture to empower my people? How do I use my resources to provide a way for my children? How do I use what I have to build resources? How can I pass on what I know to my people? I'm out.